We're trying something new today. I'm filming at night time. What time is it? 7:45 at night, so it's not too late. But I have had my dinner, and I'm a bit like a lion, you know, when lions have their dinner, they go for a little nap afterwards. So we'll just see how this goes. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's another one of those exciting days. I have something that I've been really excited to share with you for quite some time. It is the next launch from Vieve. When I say that me and the whole Vieve team are so excited about this one, I mean it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a minute to enjoy the audio, because we sat and we figured out the situation, and I think this should be working much better. You'll be able to hear me like you've never heard me before, crystal clear. And even if I speak really quiet and really low down, it should be fine. I've prepped my skin already, so I'm going to just do my base. This is like my favourite kind of light coverage base that I've been doing lately. It's the Hollywood Flawless Filter. Pretty good colour match. This is the shade 4.5. Love this for nice, glowy, fresh skin, especially going into some nicer weather. I believe there's a 30% chance it's going to be nicer than it has been. So this base product, look at that. Oh, I'm going to use the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer in the shade 2.5N. I'm going to add some coverage under the old peepers and add some coverage to the centre of the face as well. Just my usual faves. Just going to blend that in. This is the Smith 157 brush. It's just like the 115 but a slightly different shape. Oh yes, do you see that? Love these two products together. And today's look is going to be pretty eye focused. So I'm going to keep it quite light on the old base. Yeah, I like that. Fresh and nice, right? Quite long lasting as well, which is an added bonus when you're going for dewy skin. I'm going to use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Amande. And we're going to do a little bit of cream bronzing today. And I'm just going to do the sides of my nose. It just literally adds a wee bit of colour into my skin, which I really like. And because it's a cream concealer, it keeps everything nice and fresh and natural. And I just use my foundation brush to blend that in. And because it's a concealer, it actually gives a nice little bit of coverage as well. Lovely. I'm going to do a wee bit of powder. Just taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I'm going to touch that under my eyes, just like the centre areas, so we can keep everything from budging. Super wearable skin, no harsh lines. And just to finish off my complexion right now, I'm going to pop on a touch of the Vieve Sunset Blush in the shade Sorbet. Couple of taps of that. Bloody lovely, isn't that a perfect summer shade? I'm going to pop on a little bit of Nova Glow highlighter in the shade Holy Chic, just on the really high points of my cheeks today, because my skin's kind of overall really glowy. I just want to concentrate it right there. Love that. I've realised really quickly, literally during this 10 minutes of filming, that the reason I like filming in the morning so much better is because then I can wear my makeup all day. No one's going to see me this cute. I'm going to pop on my little freckle, because then we're essentially done. I just need to chuck on a lip at the end. Boop, boop, boop. And that, my friends, is how I get to this stage. I am so excited to introduce you to eye wands. So, eye wands have been ready since we shot the campaign shoot. I used these on the campaign shoot on the models, and I am really excited about them. These are our eye colour sticks. We have 6 shades. They are all our modern neutrals that we've been speaking about through this whole time. Very in keeping with the core collection, very in keeping with the Essential palette, all quite neutral tones, ranging from a really creamy vanilla shade all the way to the deepest black. So I think what I'm going to do is go through all the shades with you first, because I know that that's the most helpful. I will flash on screen some swatches that we did, so you can see what they're like on all different skin tones. I'm going to show you them all on my hand today. If you want to see what they all look like on, make sure you go and have a look at the Vieve Instagram, which is Vieve Muse. I'm just going to talk you through all the shades and my thought process behind creating these shades. Let's talk about the component. Eye wands are made in Korea. both the component and the formula. Korea are miles ahead when it comes to formulations, especially around the eye area. The component in itself is airtight, so your product won't dry out. The formula itself is pretty unlike anything that I've tried. These are all mine, so they are used. I've been using them for a long time. This is what the component looks like. We have our Vieve logo here in Vieve Gold, and we also have the cap is Vieve Gold. All the information that you need as well as the shade name is on the component. Packaging that these come in, very in keeping with the rest of the brand. Just the gorgeous recycled black paper with our foiled information and logo and things, all the things that you need to know. Now I'm going to go through each shade now that you're nice and close up as well. So I'm going to do it over my tattoo so you can see what the pigment's like, because these are pretty incredible. We'll go from lightest to darkest. This is the shade Vanilla, which is a super creamy vanilla shade, honestly. Oh, you can just see how pale my hands are compared to my face. You can see it's completely covered my tattoo. Vanilla is an amazing base colour all over the eye. You'll see how I use it later on, but it's really, really good on fair skin as a bare canvas, but also on deep skin. You can use it to really get a lot of oomph from your eyeshadow, so it's going to make eyeshadow colours really pop. I've been using this a lot with brighter eyeshadows to make them pop, but also with a brush. You can use this to create a graphic liner base, which I've done before as well. You can do that with all of the shades. Next we have Sand, my personal go-to. It really blanks out all the tones in my lid the same way that Vanilla would be for a really fair skin tone. Sand is for me. I just flippin' love it. You'll see me use that a lot as an eyeshadow base in upcoming videos. On really fair skin as well, you can use it as the start of a smoky eye, and on deep skin, again, because of the undertone of this, it's going to really blank out the canvas for you to create your eye looks on top of, but just absolutely gorgeous. Then we have Camel. Oh. So one of my favourite tricks to create a smoky eye is to use a darker base to start with. For me, this is the perfect first step for a smoky eye. It is a one and done shade. If you're my skin tone or lighter, you can literally pop this on your lid, blend it out, and you're good to go. The most beautiful warm brown, not too dark either, which I really like because you can create intensity with other eye wands, or you can use your favourite eyeshadow palette. The creamiest, most pigmented formula. You get a really nice amount of playtime with these before they dry down, and then when they dry down, they are not budging, which I will show you when these have all dried on my hand. Then we have Hazelnut. Hazelnut is a step deeper than Camel, and you have more pinky undertones with this. Such a universal colour. It is so beautiful on all eye colours, all skin tones. On deeper skin tones, it is an amazing eyeshadow base. On my skin tone, it's a great smoky eye. On anyone paler than me, it's a little bit more intense. It is so versatile. I love this shade, and because of the unique pinky undertones, when you pair this with the Essential palette, it gives you a completely different look, which takes us on to Mahogany, which is I think I'm going to use this one today to show you. Mahogany is again a step deeper than Hazelnut. Oh, it has such a warmth and a richness to it. Beautiful on deep skin tones, and on fair skin tones, such a beautiful shade for a smoky eye. On me, I'm going to use this one today. I think. Yeah. I will be using them all, but today I'm going to use Mahogany for sure. Absolutely love this as the start of a smoky eye for me. And then lastly, we had to get a perfect black. This is such a pigmented, balanced black. Amazing all over the eye for a full smoky eye. It is amazing in the waterline. It is amazing used with a brush to create graphic liner, and I just love these tones. I think that they are so versatile, and I'm just so excited about them. So I'm going to leave those on my hand at the moment. I'm going to zoom you out slightly. I am going to use 3 shades today to demonstrate to you all the ways that you can use these, but my most favourite way to use eye wands is as an eyeshadow base. When I say that I used these on the campaign shoot day, a little bit of a backstory behind the campaign shoot. The campaign was shot over 2 days. We were in London. We were in an amazing studio, this huge studio that was pretty much made of metal. So it was like we were in a tin can, right? A huge tin can. There was a freak heat wave during the time that we were in London. So outside it was about 30 degrees. We all had our masks on and our PPE. It was the hottest working conditions. I was using the eye wands as an eyeshadow base, and I did the model's makeup in the morning pretty early, and then we were shooting all day, so we were doing photo content, video content, and no one's eye makeup moved at all. So that was like the real test for me for this formula and this product. It really, by the end of the day, I was like, these are perfect. These do not need touched. These are so, so perfect. So I really do love using these all over the lid as a blank canvas or the start of a smoky eye. But you can also use these. They're so creamy that you can pick them up with a brush and create graphic liner. You can apply them honestly any way you like. I love them in the waterline as well and in the inner corner. And I think I'm just going to get started. I have quite oily eyelids, so when I apply these I always set them with either a translucent powder or I'll use my favourite eyeshadow palette. So I've been using the Essential palette with these for the last 6 months. That must feel quite sneaky to you guys. I've been keeping secrets. I'm going to use the shade Mahogany to start, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sketch onto my eye first, and I'm going to go slightly above the crease. Now, these are so easy to work with and they are so quick. Obviously, if you use a darker shade like me, you're going to get a lot of pigment, so you need to, spend some time either blending out with your fingers or a brush. But when you're using a shade that's closer to your skin tone, you can literally just pat it on with your fingers and you're good to go. And I'm just using a brush to start gently smoking that out. Another way that I love to use eye wands is to use them as a sticky base for the shimmers in our palette. So one of the first ways that I wore this shade was I put it on all over my eye, and then when it was still a little bit sticky, I put Carrot on top with my finger. It is so beautiful. I'm going to just pop another little layer of that on the lid to build up the intensity and blend that out. Such a gorgeous colour. Oh. And like I said, they are so creamy and pigmented. You can see I've just chucked that on there. You really can go for like a 30-second smoky eye. This is Vive's first delve into a kind of purple tone, and the shade in the Essential palette Lava Rock works so well with it. So I'm going to use that on top. I'm going to grab a little brush, go into Lava Rock, and I'm just going to press this on top, and you'll see that the tones of Mahogany just shine through, and it is the most beautiful eye makeup. And because I'm using Lava Rock, it really does add dimension to the look. If I was using Mahogany and I didn't want to change the colour at all, I would just use a translucent powder and do a really light sweep of that all over it just to lock everything in place. So I'm just doing a really light dusting of Lava Rock and using a dry brush just to make sure that everything is seamlessly blended. So I want to go quite grungy with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the shade Mahogany and I'm going to run that underneath my eye as well. So I'm just going to drag it quite low down. And just because of the shape of the eye wand, they are so easy to use under the eye, in the waterline. They're just really, really comfortable. I'm going to get a clean brush and I'm just going to blend that out underneath my eye. I'm going to take Raven, and this is one of my hacks for a smoky liner. So Raven, like I showed you in the back of my hand, is a super intense black, but because of the creaminess of the product, you can really move it around before it sets. So I'm going to show you how I do that on the outer corner. So I'm going to go right in at the lash line and then swap over to a little pencil brush, and I'm just going to smudge that in. And then I'm going to go right on the outer corner, get the same little brush, I'm going to swing that out. And it is the quickest winged liner. And you can layer these right up while you're blending. Anyone that's been here for a while will know I hate tight lining my eyes, but with this, the shape and the size of it is so perfect for tight lining, and it doesn't make my eyes water. I'm going to take Raven and I'm going to go in my waterline as well. This is such a long-lasting product in the waterline. I'm taking it in the waterline and then I'm going right in between those lower lashes to get that smokiness, and I'm taking the same little smudger brush just to help blend. Now I'm going to take vanilla, and this is such a weird way to use it, but it's my favourite. I am going to use this just to stamp and add brightness to my inner corner. You can use it by itself, but I love to do vanilla in the inner corner. I'll go in with So Shy on top, and it's so much brighter than just using an eyeshadow, and it's going to last all day. I'm going to shoot off and pop on some mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. I just went for some mascara today actually, and I'm going to pop on a lip. I'm going to use the Modern Lip Definer in the shade Velvet Sands and the Modern Matte Lipstick in the shade Vieve. Velvet Sands on me is like a really pale nude, but when I use the shade Vieve in the Modern Matte Lipstick, it just all makes sense. Oh yeah. Are we obsessed? Okay, I'm gonna zoom you out and let's chat. What do we think? I mean, I think I look flipping excellent. With the eye wands, we are cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free, gluten-free, fragrance-free. They are so easy to wear around the eye area. As a makeup artist, I am so aware that certain products are, you need them to be really gentle for the eye area. So these are infused with skin-loving ingredients at an active level that are going to hydrate the area and just make it a nice experience to wear. So long-lasting, but they will come off nice and easy. You don't want to be scrubbing at your eyes. I'm just so excited that I can finally share these. I wanted to show you quite a grungy look with them, just because at the end of the day, for me, these are so amazing as an eyeshadow base, but didn't want to just pop it on as an eyeshadow base and then use my palette on top. I really wanted to show you how you can create smoky looks with these as well. They were definitely created for, it's like 50-50. It was makeup artists and you guys that aren't makeup artists. If I had these in my kit when I was a working makeup artist, I would use them as an eyeshadow base on everybody. They are so easy to use. They work really well with sanitization as well. You can spray them with alcohol to sanitize. At the same time that makeup artists are going to love these and their versatility, the everyday makeup wearer, they are so easy to use. You can really experiment with your look like I've done today, or you can use them in their most basic form, which is as an eyeliner or an eyeshadow primer. They are so easy to use and I cannot wait for you to try them. When I was creating these, I was actually creating the Essential palette at the same time. It's a perfect synergy between them both. I do 9 times out of 10 use them together just because it does give me the very, very best makeup looks. You can use them individually as well, but these were definitely created to work alongside your Essential palette. I just know that you're gonna love them so much. My final party trick, the swatches that I've done on my hand, so they have completely dried down, but I just want to show you this, just in case you were wondering about the longevity of the product. We have a little fun game that we have at Vieve, you know, for our community that have been so supportive since the very start. We offer 24-hour early access, so I'll pop a link if you would like to sign up and join that community. For you guys that already know, I know that you already know and you've already had your first email. And if you're watching this on the day that I upload it, I would just keep an eye out on your emails tomorrow morning. I hope you enjoyed this look and you liked the video. As always, I'll link everything that I used down below, along with the link for eye wands and all the information that I've said here. And I just want to say thank you so much again. You make it such a joy to create these products, and honestly every time that we're launching something that week I have the most like excited feeling in my stomach. I just know that you'll love these so much. So if you have any questions for me, please do comment down below. I'll do my best to get back to everyone. I probably forgot something, but yeah, I'm just so excited, and thank you again for just making this the best thing ever. Okay, bye guys. For my party trick, the reason that I really wanted to get these created, the audio should be better this time, because if I could speak English. I think it's got soap in it. I don't know how to put an English accent on. Just a little bit. Maybe I'll just do this up so I look tanned. Wrong way, wrong way, wrong way.